here because he didn't mess around with the ball. He just went up strong. I thought early in the tournament he was a little unsure around the basket. He was pump faking and not finishing the shot. That time a nice power move by Christian Laettner, who does not get the three-point play as he missed the free throw opportunity.
Chuck Daly said Christian Laettner reminded him some of Bill Laimbeer. He says he's got that meanness in him that a post player needs to have, and Laimbeer, while he's had a great career, never, particularly late in his career, has not shown the post-up strength that Laettner has, actually.
And I think also, too, what Chuck was referring to was Laimbeer was the kind of guy that would go on the road and deflect pressure by being the villain, and Christian really did that at Duke this year. The many road games that they played in the tough arenas, he would be the target of a lot of ridicule, and he accepted it and hit big shots, and really I thought helped his team in that way. They knew they could go to him in that kind of environment.
Ramon Dalmau, the head coach, Puerto Rico. Malone with the rebound off the Ortiz miss. 99-64. 6:22 to go in the ball game. Pippen passed inside to Drexler for the reverse.
Just another unselfish play. Scottie Pippen had the wide open shot, made the extra pass. We say it over and over and over again, but that really characterizes this United States team. Unselfish, make the extra pass, get the easy score.
Soto gets the ball in the post, and every time he does, it's raked away from him. They're going to try it again if they get the entry pass unsuccessfully this time. Here's the 19-year-old. A lot of skill.
Well, he's fearless, too. He takes the ball right to the basket.
The left-hander scores from the baseline. And the foul is on Team USA, away from the ball.
USA foul.
Take a look now. Chris Mullen makes the quick reversal pass to Scottie Pippen. Looks like he's going to take the open shot. And here comes Drexler with a slash cut. Finds him underneath for the easy reverse layup.
8 assists for Pippen in the ball game. And Scottie said that his role here on this team, the way he sees it, is to see the floor, run the team, and distribute the ball.
And now with John Stockton out of the game, he's actually the backup point guard, both he and Michael. So Scottie is one of the better all-round players on this team because he realizes that he doesn't need to score, but he plays the great defense, the long arms.
There's Soto scoring.
Just as I say that, Scottie throws the ball out of bounds.
101-68. USA. Larry Bird will not play in this game. There's a chance that he'll play on Sunday, but because of his sore lower back, he doesn't even know about that for sure. This could be the last time we'll see Larry Bird on TNT.
If we see John Stockton next time we go to the bench, also on his right leg, you'll see he has an electric stimulator, which what is done, it's shocking the area to try to prevent or try to make the healing process faster.
Pippen from Drexler.
See Scottie up defending.
Cassiano missed the three.
Nice rebound by Laettner. That's what I like to see from Christian Laettner. That's what they're going to need from him in Minnesota, the big power rebounds.
Gets it off to Drexler, who is fouled. Yeah, we've watched a lot of great basketballs. Listen to this one.
Shooting for USA.
Well, Portland saw too much of that in the NBA playoffs here. I'm surprised they're cheering for Scottie Pippen.
Here's what you're talking about Stockton there on his right leg.
Yeah, I asked him about that, and he said it's just a constant electrical stimulation through his leg there onto the bone to hopefully that will speed up the healing process. I think John feels he's going to be able to play in Barcelona. It's not an injury that is going to get any worse, but it is painful, and if he can play with the pain, then he'll be there.
Jerry Sloan says he'll be there, knowing how he plays with the pain. There's Cassiano, the 19-year-old, driving and laying it in. I like his moves. He's a smooth player.
The thing I like about what Jerry Sloan said the other night we were talking to him, he said he realizes how important this is to John Stockton. He would never in his wildest dreams try to discourage John Stockton from going to Barcelona.
Laettner spins down to the lane, goes to the left hand for the finger roll. Oh, you like the looks. How about the difference in Leitner's play, even in this tournament?
Well, he's growing up. He's not in awe anymore of these guys. He's starting to feel a part of this team. And I think that's very important. They've done a good job of making Christian feel a part of it. They look for him. They try to get him involved.
They jerked his warm-up trousers down when he was introduced.
See, Christian would not have taken that shot the other day. He pulls up and takes the three, but he would not have looked for that shot the other night. And as you said, he is the victim of some practical jokes, but he understands that's part of being a rookie, and how he reacts to it is very important. It'll let him know whether he's going to be in the fraternity or not.
He doused the whole bench with his squirt gun. Speaking of fraternity, that was Peyote with the miss. Pippen, the bounce pass to Drexler. Pippen knows who to feed here in Portland. They're going to start clamoring for a trade if they keep looking at this.
I'm sure Portland would love to have Scottie Pippen.
108-70. 3:16 to go in this game. Pippen, 7 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Soto with a nice bounce pass. There's an example of the international rule. If you lob the ball in, you can catch it and then bank it in like that. You can't slam dunk it if it's lobbed in above the rim. Pippen fouled on the drive. Here's Pippen to Drexler.
Win in Portland, get it to the Blazers. And that's exactly what Scottie Pippen does. And Clyde Drexler with a beautiful finger roll.
2:55 remaining in this semifinal game. USA 108, Puerto Rico 72 in the semifinals. All 4 of the teams are playing tonight have advanced to Barcelona. Brazil and Venezuela joining these 2 teams. And by the way, speaking of Puerto Rico, as you look at the Puerto Rican flag, and Portland, Ramon Ramos, who is a former Portland Trailblazer, a rookie center who was seriously injured in an automobile accident a year and a half ago, is living with his parents in their home in Canovanas, Puerto Rico. Probably watching tonight. There's his coach, Seton Hall, PJ Carlesimo, and we might report to you that Ramos is much improved. He's walking on his own, riding a bike, lifting weights, even shooting the basketball some. Still has some problems with his conversational ability, but's improving gradually in that area as well, and we wish him the best, and I know PJ would like us to pass that along.
In this tournament, Bob, the United States have been shooting 63%, their opponents 37%. Tonight, the United States shooting 63%, their opponents 37%. So I guess average game for the United States tonight for both them and their opponents.
Just an average game, another walk in the park.
I wonder what it feels like to sit over and win every game by 40 points.
2:51 remaining in this game. U.S. will play the winner of Brazil, Venezuela in the championship for this. There are medals involved in the Tournament of the Americas, the gold, silver, and bronze, but it will not affect the seeding in the Olympics. Olympic 12 teams will be divided into 2 16 pools, much like the teams were divided in this tournament. Drexler putting on a show for the home crowd. He has 15.
You know, Bob, while we get a chance also we want to send our best wishes and thoughts and prayer to Jim Valvano. There's a lot of friends here in Portland. We've talked to the United States team, Coach K, PJ. They all ask us to pass it along, and we just wish him well in this tough time, and our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Javier Colon and James Carter, the guards for Puerto Rico, outmatched everywhere. We thought the Puerto Rican team would do a little bit better rebounding because they are big with Ortiz and Edgar Leon and Ramon Rivas down there. But even the rebounding is 45-26 USA favor. That was Soto scoring for Puerto Rico. If there's anything to it, this is the closest game this late that the U.S. has been involved in. Now it's time for our Miller Genuine Draft play of the game. We'll find out what this is together. There are so many.
Well, let me guess. It's the Charles Barkley steal and the throw ahead to Patrick Ewing to Magic Johnson, back to David Robinson. The ball never hits the floor. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, never hits the floor. And that sort of signifies the greatness of this team.
Sir Charles Barkley, now of the Phoenix Suns. Cotton Fitzsimmons said if Charles wanted to play golf every day, Cotton was available now that he's no longer the coach. Paul Westphal might have something to say about that. Charles, you saw the Band-Aid on his head. In case you dialed in late here, Charles Barkley fell on the baseline, cut his head on the edge of a camera. Took one stitch. They bandaged him up, and he did return to the game.